Hi Manatees. So by now you should have already watched the video that's a quick teacher input talking about centimeters and meters and how many centimeters equals 1 meter. We are going to now move forward, so consider this like when we're on the carpet in the classroom and it's guided practice time. I want you to get your math book out and follow along with me. So open up your math book to page 630. This is your chapter 9 math book. Pause the video and I will wait, and you get on page 630 so you can work with me. Okay, so page 630, let's make sure we write our date. Remember, we write in numbers, right? Because it's math, so we're going to write in the corner of our paper here today's date, 3/23/2020. Okay, now let's go ahead and work on number 8. Read along with me. Mr. Ryan walked next to a barn. He wants to measure the length of the barn. So we're looking at the length of the barn. Would the length be greater number of centimeters or a greater number of meters? Explain your answer. So I want you to go back to thinking about our very beginning, the intro to today's lesson. So the introduction was 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. So I want you to think about the question. This is our problem-solving question. Would the length be a greater number of centimeters or a greater number of meters? So we're not talking about the picture. I want you to imagine a real live barn, and you're measuring a real live barn. Are you going to have more centimeters or more meters when you measure? So I want you to write your answer here and explain your thinking. You're doing this in your workbook. So I want you to pause the video now, record your answer in complete sentences, and then come back so you can hear the discussion continue. Okay, did you write your answer? My answer is that there will be a greater number of centimeters than there would be in meters, because I know that 100 centimeters, right? 100 centimeters equals how many meters? 100 centimeters equals 1 meter, right? We talked about this before. 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. So that means to me that if the barn was 7 meters long, it would be 700 centimeters. So in order for me to answer this question right here, would the length be a greater number of centimeters or a greater number of meters? I'm going to say it will be a greater number of centimeters, because, and now I explain my answer, because 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. Very good. All right, so now let's move on to number 9, and I'm going to pause again while you complete this portion by yourself. So here, read the directions with me. Write the word on the tile that makes the sentence true. So let's look at the first one. A bench is 2, what do you think? Do you think a bench is 2 centimeters long? No. Look at your ruler. 2 centimeters? Who's sitting on that? Maybe if it's a bench for an ant, but not a bench for a human. It would have to be 2 meters long. Very good. Okay, now a pencil, however, would a pencil be 15 meters long? Really? That's a very big pencil. I'm not so sure you could fit that pencil inside your room. So that has to be centimeters. So go ahead and you can abbreviate. A bench is, you can write 2 meters, and a pencil is 15 centimeters. Okay, a paper clip, what do you think? Centimeters or meters? Very good, centimeters. So we're thinking about what is reasonable, right? What is reasonable? How about a bed? That can't possibly be centimeters, right? Not unless it's the bed for that ant we were talking about earlier, right? All right, very good. So a bed is meters. Okay, so at this point, you have completed the teacher input video. You have worked guided practice page 630 with me. Now, I believe you are ready for your next assignment, and that's going to be in your Think Central. Check on Think Central. You have plenty of work to do there. So let's recap. You should have watched the teacher input video explaining centimeters and meters. Then you should have watched this video going over the guided practice of page 630. Then you should have paused, worked on your Think Central work, and then come back to your workbook, chapter 9, page 631 and 632. Okay? When you're finished with page 631 and 632, you're just going to mark it done in our Google Classroom. Okay? Remember, you do not have to do number 1 and number 2, but you do have to do number 3 and number 4 and everything on page 632. All right, manatees, that's your work for Monday and Tuesday. So you have 2 days to do this. It's due by Wednesday, but I'm really giving you 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, to complete the work. Make sure you are doing your work on time. Make sure you're working hard, and make sure you're turning your work in when it is due. All right? I will see you soon.